Hey, Dr. Brett Denkin here. How do we break away from negative habits, especially if they're impacting our life in a way that we don't want or we don't desire? I mean, there's so many of these habits, right? Too much alcohol, drugs, porn, or even like nail biting. How do we move away from habits that we don't want? In general, we have to identify what's causing the habit. Like, is it some kind of negative emotion? Are you bored? Are you anxious? Are you angry? What's the cue, in other words, that begins the negative habit? And so that's where we begin. We understand what the cues are for the negative behavior that we want to change. Then we want to look at the behavior itself, and then we want to look at the rewards. Why are we doing this? Is there something that we're getting out of it? Are we feeling, if we're doing drugs socially, does it make us feel more secure in the moment, right? Does it make us feel more peaceful in some way? So usually there's some reward. And the key to changing any behavior is to identify the cues, right? The causes, the triggers, identify what the behavior is, and identify the rewards, and then begin to change the routine. In other words, we want to substitute something more positive. So for example, if we're anxious, and when we're anxious we tend to take a hit of weed, instead of do something more positive like go for a run, read a book, talk to a friend, there are a lot of things that we can substitute for. And over time, if we learn to do exercise instead of take a hit of something to change our state, that exercise is a new pattern. It changes our neurology, it changes our nervous system, it changes our structures inside our brain, and it rewards us in a very, very positive way. And then we can recondition ourselves to actually do something that's totally positive in our lives. It's not that the old behavior will go away completely. It'll be there, but what you're going to do is you're going to substitute something new and a lot more positive. Dr. Brett Denkin, psychologist, consultant, and coach.